Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to break down why Jimmy Butler's trade request is a big win for the Lakers. According to Shams Charania of The Athletic, Jimmy Butler has requested a trade from the Timberwolves. It was later reported by Woj that Butler prefers to be traded to the Nets, Clippers, or Knicks, which means that the Lakers are not considered a top destination for Butler in free agency. While in some ways this could be looked at as a bad thing that Butler prefers three non-playoff teams with much less talent than the Lakers, but this is actually a great position for them to be in. Just consider that if Butler did put the Lakers down as one of his preferred teams, they'd be in a difficult spot as they'd probably have to make some type of offer. Even if that offer only consisted of one young piece, they'd be stuck with Butler, who's probably their fourth choice when it comes to free agents next offseason. Without the pressure of trading for Butler, they can keep all their assets and leave their max salary room open for someone else, most notably Kawhi Leonard. Now here's where this trade request by Butler is a big win for the Lakers. The one team that stands out of these three teams that he prefers are the Clippers, who are also a top candidate to sign Kawhi next offseason. The Clippers are a team that will have room for two max players next offseason, and if one of those players was to be Butler, the Clippers would no longer just be considered Kawhi's team in free agency. Kawhi and Butler in many aspects are the same player. Putting them together on the court doesn't make a lot of sense, and they also have completely different personalities. For Butler, it's often been reported that he and Kyrie Irving want to team up somewhere once they both hit free agency in 2019. If this is the case and Butler was already on the Clippers, then that second max salary slot would most likely be filled by Kyrie instead of Kawhi. Kyrie would be a much better pairing with Butler, mainly because he's a point guard, but they also would require the ball in different areas of the floor, and they seem to know each other already. Now, it may be just a theory as there's still 9 months before free agency begins again, but there has to be a reason why Butler only requested to join teams that have room for 2 max players rather than just 1. The Knicks are the only team of those 3 that don't have the space right now, but they can easily create that space by just stretching Joakim Noah's salary. He clearly wants to team up with someone in particular and not just any star. If he wanted to pair with any star and still have room for his max salary, then he could have just requested a trade to the Lakers. But he chose teams that could sign 2. The only way this really ties back to the Lakers is if Jimmy Butler goes to the Clippers, who seem like the most willing team of those 3 to make a move for him. The Nets are still trying to figure out what they have with D'Angelo Russell and all their young talent, and the Knicks are waiting for Kristaps Porzingis to return from his ACL injury later in the season. If Jimmy Butler gets traded to the Clippers, then Kawhi could really only choose between the Raptors and the Lakers. It's still just a theory that Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler are looking to team up somewhere, but it seems pretty obvious that they are just based off of these preferred teams alone. The Clippers could also just choose Kawhi over Butler, but if Kyrie really wants to play with Butler, then they'd probably be stuck with just Kawhi in that scenario, which really doesn't make any sense. Even if Butler doesn't get traded this season, the Clippers have to be a top candidate to land him and Kyrie in free agency, which would bring the Lakers closer to landing Kawhi, and that's why this news is big for the Lakers. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this scenario type video. If you want to see any more videos like this or any fresh content from me, then make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you drop a like, and thanks for watching.